Good morning and thank you for joining us on Morning Markets from the team at True Potential. Today we just wanted to reflect back on asset market performance yesterday and really very much a performance of asset markets, equity markets in general that sort of reflects that challenge that we've been discussing over the past couple of weeks. That pull and push around inflation, is it transitory, is it something more significant? And also just the economic data that we were seeing. And also, I think in Asia yesterday or over the past couple of days takes us back to some of the discussions we were having a number of months ago, just in terms of how the market has focused in on rising COVID-19 case counts, albeit from very low levels. Over the past couple of weeks, we've touched in India. I think yesterday, very much a market looking at sort of Singapore, Taiwan, and also Japan to an extent as well in terms of what's happening there with the case count. So a real reminder, I suppose, that there's many factors driving asset markets at the moment, but clearly reopening, inflation, and the ongoing dynamics of COVID-19 continuing to weigh on sentiment. Just looking at some of the sectoral performances yesterday, very much similar to what we've seen over the past couple of days as well, so nothing really to comment there. Looking at other asset markets, I just wanted to touch on sterling. You can see it in the chart at the moment, moved back above that 141 level, back to sort of the strongest levels that we've seen over the course of the past 12 months. So just worth noting that in the background, that as we see the UK economy reopen, the speed of that reopening probably better than expected. We're seeing that being reflected in the currency with currency strength. Just looking at some of the data that we've had today, and I'll maybe stay on the UK, we've had the unemployment report for March, which despite that being before we saw restrictions easing, we've continued to see an improvement in the employment situation. So that coming in better, and that, I suppose, is similar to what we've seen in other economies, that employment continues to recover, something that we would be expecting then to accelerate in the months ahead as the economy does continue to reopen. Again, back to that supportive view that we discussed on sterling. The other region where we've seen economic data out today is Japan, just looking at GDP numbers. And I think the interesting thing to note there within that is ongoing strength in the international part of the trade environment for Japan, but actually the domestic economy continues to remain pretty lackluster. And again, that's back to some of those comments that we made at the start of our discussion this morning. In terms of anything else that we're looking at today, just looking at equity markets, how they've opened up. This morning, first thing, we've seen a slightly better performance in Europe, and US futures are pointing also to a positive open as well. I'll leave it there. For those that haven't subscribed, please just hit the subscribe button. Many thanks.
Subscribing to the True Potential YouTube channel is quick and easy. Simply go to your YouTube app on your phone, type in True Potential and press the red subscribe option. You'll then be notified as and when new videos are released.